Are you ready to begin? Adrian says the next morning. I sit at the head of the war room table, 5 sets of eyes trained on me. I gulp, wiping my damp palms on the front of my pants. I feel like I'm back in school. I hated school. I was the worst student, the one who could never sit still. From the moment the first class started until the second we were dismissed, I'd fix my gaze out the window, desperate to be outside riding my horse or shooting my rifle. Should I be treating this like a test? I ask, feeling uneasy.
There's no passing or failing here. We're simply gauging your skills.
Callister reassures me, and I'm reminded of my first day in Silverblock, when they surprised us with a random observation quiz. That morning, I wasn't sure if I should stand out, blend with the group, or outright fail. Now I'm cycling through those same options, considering how much to reveal, until it dawns on me that I can't afford to hide anything from these people. Before Cross and Xavier broke me out of the city, I was scheduled for execution. If I'm not honest with the Uprising about my abilities, they might send me back to the wards, where I risk being stopped by a command patrol, or triggering a facial recognition camera, or catching the attention of a surveillance drone. Anywhere I go, I'll be in danger of getting caught and being sent directly to South Plaza to face the firing squad, just like Uncle Jim. I need to convince the Uprising to let me stay here. I spent so many years begging for Jim's permission to run missions with the network. Supply runs, handoffs, anything to prove that I could be an asset. Now, I finally have a real shot to help dismantle the company, and I refuse to squander the opportunity. Adrian folds her hands on the table. All right, let's begin with telepathy. Across the table, Callister and Tarek each hold a tablet, poised to record whatever it is they're recording. Open a path and link with Fiona. Adrian gestures to the short-haired woman who hasn't once smiled at me since I got to the dagger. I glance at Fiona, trying to ignore my nerves. When he first started training me as a child, Uncle Jim explained that mods are fueled by energy, and that our brains, because they're incapable of truly seeing that energy, create images to represent it. He told me to picture my mind as a vast, dark space, to empty it, strip it down to nothing but blackness, and then visualize a silver rope stretching out in front of me, leading to a silver light far in the distance. Bend down and pick up the rope, he'd urged. That's your path, Keen. From the rope to the light. You're going to follow the path. Opening a path came easy for me, even when confronted with what happens once you enter someone else's head. The pressure can be stifling, suffocating, because every mind possesses either a natural barrier or, if it's been strengthened through training, a fortified shield. There's a primal instinct in every human being to protect the mind from mental infiltration. Uncle Jim explained that modified minds have 2 frequencies. He likened them to waves, one set giving off positive energy, the other negative. Mind reading relies on the latter. He told me to picture that frequency as a door. Beyond that door, black waves try to repel you, push you out. I remember how proud I was the first time I successfully squeezed through those waves and heard Jim's thoughts. Telepathy is the welcoming hallway off the door. The positive frequency allows you to recognize a person's unique energy signature and link with it. And once that connection is made, you can use it to speak to each other or to project images into the other mind. That's what I tap into now, as I slip into Fiona's mind, following that familiar pathway until I feel her telepathic energy. Her eyes widen a split second later, her voice filling my head as we link. Her sleeveless shirt leaves her arms bare, revealing the flash of silver in her veins.